Hello everyone. Today we discuss about the data transformation with the help of Power BI tool. So Power BI is the data visualization tool. With the help of Power BI, we can create the dashboards based on our data sets. So there is the one process as data transformation. What is mean by the data transformation? So data transformation is the process where we import or extract or fetch our data into application from different data sources, and the data which is loaded or imported is correct, or it wants some changes in the records or data sets. So this process, the original data and the process data, the process to convert original data into required data is nothing but the data transformation. So here is the Power BI application, and some data sets are loaded into this application. So with the help of Power BI, we can check how we can transform the data, or what is the data transformation process. So for that, you load your data sets into Power BI like this. I loaded some data sets here for the sample or to check the data transformation process. So here is the option transform data. So click on the transform data. Okay. So before you want to check your records from these different tables, then go to the table view and check each and every table records. Here, if you select the table which records you want to check, so select that table or select that name and check here in table view. You can see your records. Okay, so go to the transform data, and here is the Power Query editor is open. So what are the changes you done on your any data sets? All are recorded separately. Okay, so here is your tables. These are the loaded tables. Okay, so these are the different tables which are loaded in Power BI, and these applied steps, this screen or this space contains your changes, what changes you are done on this table. So all changes are recorded here. Okay, so one by one we check all our tables and check if there any changes are required or not. So first table is categories. So category table contains these two columns, and column names are category key and category. So category key is numeric 1 and 2, and category are special and general. So here is no need to change anything. Okay, so table is clear. Okay, so go to the second table, geography. Okay, so geography table contains these three columns, and column names are column 1, column 2, and column 3. But actual names are the country, town, and Wikipedia link. So I want change these column names or replace this column 1, column 2, column 3 with the country, town, and Wikipedia. So if we rename these column names, then in our record, first record is country, town, and Wikipedia, which is the name of the column. So we can't rename. So with the help of process, we change this first record as column name. So how we can do? So here in Power Query editor, here is the option use first row as header. So click here and select use first row as header. Okay. So if I select this, then your first row automatically replace with the column names. So check this. So now your column names are country, town, and Wikipedia, and records are what you want. Okay. So you perform some changes here or apply some changes on your geography table. The changes are recorded here. Promoted headers. Okay. So promoted headers is your process which you applied on your table. Okay. So now all records are now good here. So no need to change any other. Okay. Go to the next table, sales representative. Okay. So sales representative, same problem is here. There is a column names are set as a first record in your table, and column 1 and column 2 are the column names. So I want to replace this first row as headers. So go to the use first row as headers, select this option, then automatically the column names are replaced with the first row of your records. Okay. Okay. So sales representative ID. Okay. Here is sales representative ID mentioned as ID space hyphen space 6. So check is any other table contains sales representative ID and the format is same. Okay. So check other tables like subcategory. Is there any sales representative ID? No. Product table? No. Then sales table? Yes. Here is the column as sales representative ID. So the format of sales table sales representative ID is only digits, and sales representative table sales representative ID contains the combination of alphabets and digits. So I want to change this format to only digits. So select this column. So I select sales representative ID column, and here is the option as replace values. So click on replace values. So you will get such a screen. Okay. So value to find which value you want to replace. So I want to replace ID hyphen space hyphen. Okay. Because I want to replace this whole. I want only digits. Replace with I don't want any character or anything on the place of this. Okay. So I don't put any character or any value here. So empty space and okay. So all my values are replaced or remove the ID space hyphen space combination. And here now only digits are present. Okay. So these changes are recorded here. So first we change the headers, first row as headers, and second we replace the values. Okay. So this process, what records or what data you want, the original data is something else, then your required data is something else. The process original record to required data is nothing but the data transformation. So go to the next table as subcategory. Okay. Here are the column names are okay. no any issue in the column names. Okay, so check records. So here same problem is again category key is the combination of id hyphen space hyphen. So check these category keys are present in other table. So here is the category table and which contains the category key. So category key is only contains the digit values. So I want change this combination to digit. So I select this column, then go to the replace values, and which value I want to replace id hyphen id space hyphen space with no any value, then okay. So okay, some values are replaced because the matches values are replaced, but this value didn't match because here after the hyphen there is a no space, and we set the character as hyphen space. So again, go to the replace value. If such a situation occurs, then check what you want to replace. Then I want to require id hyphen space and hyphen only, no space after hyphen. Then I click on OK. Then last remaining values are changed. So the changes are recorded in this space. Okay. Then go to the product table. So product table contains product ID, subcategory key, colors, and some columns. There is no any issue in your column names because all column names are already actual column names. Then check the some records. Okay, such a tables contain some duplicates. If you want, or if you want to remove duplicate records, you don't want the duplicate records from your table. If there are some duplicate records are present, but you don't know the duplicate records, then we can remove the duplicate rows. Records are nothing but the rows. So here records are less, so we can see directly the record number here, 12th number row as 7 and 13th row is 10. These two records are repeated. There is a 7th record and this is the 10th record. So such a records, if your table contains such a records, then you can remove these duplicate rows with the help of this Power Query directly. So go to the remove rows, go to the remove rows, and there is a one option as remove duplicates. So if you want remove duplicates, then click on remove duplicates. The process remove your duplicate rows. So after removing duplicate rows, then you only having 11 records. Okay, and your process or your changes are recorded here. Remove duplicates. Okay, so then go to the sales table. Go to the sales table. Then here sales tables having so many columns and so many records. Okay, so the required columns, if you want all columns in your records, then keep as it is. Or if you remove or you want to remove some columns, like here source name is not required to do any operation. It's just a file name from which these records are fetched. So such a columns we don't want in our process. So I want remove this column. Okay. So for that, here is option as remove columns. So select the column which you want to remove and go to the remove columns and click on remove columns. So the non-required columns are removed. Okay. So sales table contains the location records. Okay. Sales table contains the locations. Okay. But in that there is a country and city or town are in one column. But if I want the records by country or by city or town, I didn't get. Okay, because here is only one column which contains both the values. Okay, so if such a situation occurs, you can split your one column into different two columns. Okay, so for that, here is the option split column. So select the column which you want to split, then click on split column, then with the help of delimiter, because check which characters is used to combine these two values. So here is the delimiter as semicolon is the character which combine these two values. So I select by delimiter. Okay. So you get such a screen and here is the semicolon option. Okay. You can choose what you want. And then if I click on OK, then one column is converted into or split into two different columns like location 1 and location 2. Okay. So I want rename this column. So click here and just check this rename option and right here country. Okay. And here rename as town. Okay. So these two values are separated with the help of split option. Okay. All your changes are recorded. Then check if you want any some other changes in your data sets. Okay. No. Okay. If you know this country and town contains one separate table as geography. Okay. Here is the combination of country and town. Okay. And sales table also is the combination of the records as country and town. Okay. So such a situation if occurs, then you can replace the values from sales table, country and town with some key value of the geography table, because geography table is also a combination of country and town. Okay, but here is a problem. In geography table, there is no any key or ID column. Okay, if such a situation occurs, then you can create your ID with the help of this Power Query. Okay, so to create the column as ID. Okay, so go to the add column, and here is the index column option. Here is the index because I want the key or ID column. So key or ID column is your index column. Okay, so here are the some options, some default options, or here is a one custom options. So from which value you want to start your ID column. So I select one because I want from one to go ahead. So I want starts my ID column from one. So I select from one. So here the index column is added, and from one to go ahead or plus one is your IDs. So replace this name as geo ID because it's a geography table, and I create an index or key or ID for the geography tables. Okay. Then ID column is always as a first column. So I just drag and drop my ID column to first location. Okay. So now check. Here is the Germany and Berlin is the combination of country and town. Okay. And ID is 4. Okay. If you replace this combination with the help of ID, like here is also Germany and Berlin. So I replace this combination with the help of 4 value. So it contains only one column. Okay. So these two columns also are non-required after that. So to replace these values or these combinations as values, you have to compare these two tables and get the actual combination values. Okay. So how we can compare these two tables and get the values? So with the help of Power Query, merge query option, the help of Power Query merge query option, you can perform this option. So go to the sales table and select merge queries. In merge queries, select merge queries. Then in front of this, in front of you, there is a one screen. So this table is the table which is selected by you to merge. Okay. Okay. These tables is merged with which table? So select the second table here. So I want merge the geography table with sales table. So I want to select geography as second table, which is merge table to sales table. So here are the values from geography table. Here are the values from sales table. So I want to compare combination of the values. So select country, select here country. Okay, this value. But with country, I also want the town value. So I select the town is the second value and select the town as second value. So these two value or these combinations are important to replace or to merge the table. So this message is very, very important. The selection matches, all rows are match. Okay. So if you get such a message, then go ahead, click on OK. Then automatically here is the geography table is merged. So geography is a table. Okay, so that's why here is the table option. Okay, but I want only geo ID. Yes, I want only geo ID. So click here and you will see all the records from the geography table are selected here. Just unselect all these and select only geo ID. So select geo ID only and click on OK. Then you will get the geo ID for the combination. Just check, just go near to your combinations. Okay, just check ID, geo ID 4 at Germany and Berlin, and go to the geography table. Here is also 4 at Germany and Berlin. Check another one. As next one is Germany and Dresden. So go to the sales table. ID number 5. What is the ID number 5? This is the ID number 5, Germany and Dresden. Okay. So if you get this ID column, then you can remove these two columns because these are the now non-required columns for this table. So select one by one and remove column option, remove columns. Then remove country and then next remove top. Now your sales records having geography geo ID column. Just rename this only as geo ID. Rename as only geo ID because column name is only geo ID. Okay, right? So all records or all changes are recorded here. Okay. So these are the some changes are done or required as per the requirements we do this. Okay, these are the some basic operations you can do for your data transformation. Firstly, check your data is required any changes, then do such a changes, and such a process is known as data transformation. So after doing all the changes, you want all the change data, then go to the close and apply option. Okay, close and apply. Okay, then you will get your new required data. So select close and apply. There are some processes will done like that. What are the queries you applied on your datasets? All are executed and change your dataset, and all converted data you will get. All converted data or all required data you will get. Okay, then close this. Then check in your table view. Okay, there is a product table having no any duplicate values. Sales table, there is no any file name, source name values, right? Then geography table having geo ID column. Okay, so such a process is known as data transformation. Okay, so for today we stop here. Okay, thank you.